Hey, welcome to the Rashawn Franklin Show. Welcome back to another episode with my guys, Emmett Knuckles, Josh Bray, Keith McCarthy. We got a pretty good loaded episode for you guys today. Talk about the David Montgomery trade that just happened. We'll talk a little bit more about Cleveland's QB situation. They just traded for an offensive tackle, so kind of seems like they have their quarterback in mind for next year. We'll talk about the Anthony Richardson trade that could happen. That India's giving him permission to go find a deal, and which player's legacy is on the line this NBA playoffs. I've got a guy in mind. I'm wondering what my co-hosts think about that. But first, how y'all doing? What's good?
Not too bad, man. Ready to get into it.
Yeah, man. Just ready to go one subject at a time, see what y'all got to say, see if I agree or disagree.
Because y'all been wilding today.
Yeah, we.
It's this
I
guy.
ain't said nothing wild.
For sure.
Yeah. You had LeBron at 4.
That's crazy.
I said 3 or 4. I'd have to think.
Let's not do that. No.
No, we're not going to relitigate that.
No, we're not.
Please. Okay, so the Houston Texans made a trade for David Montgomery, one half of Sonic and Knuckles in Detroit. Take a look at their offensive depth chart now. It's pretty good, right? They kind of do like a Sonic and Knuckles thing here in Houston with David Montgomery and Woody Marks, and they get Tank Dell back off that catastrophic knee injury that he had. It seems like they're giving CJ Stroud a better running game in hopes that that'll make him a better passer. Is that what y'all think? And do you think how do you think this David Montgomery pickup is it a game changer for them?
I like the move. Like, a running game is a great way to help your quarterback out. You know, if you can advance the ball up the field without having to drop back and throw it, that is always beneficial to your quarterback. I like the move. You didn't give up much to get him, a 5th round pick. Your offense just got better. Your running game just got better. I think you still need another wide receiver, but it starts them going in a direction where, you know, you can make life easier for CJ Stroud. He's clearly going to be the guy. I don't see them moving off of him. Defense.
Yet. Does he have one more year to try to prove that he's the guy, or what? What is this?
I think he's the guy unless he just absolutely falls on his face this coming up season.
I think
He'd have to be awful.
That contract. And if he's a 1st round pick too, do you pick up the 5th year option?
I think they're going to pick it up. Because, I mean, their defense is so good that they're not going to be picking in the top 5 to, like, replace him. So they're kind of stuck in that, like, you don't have an elite quarterback, but you're good enough not to get a top 5, top 10 pick. So then you build the team around the guy that you picked. What did he go to? So, yeah, they're going to pick up his option and add some pieces around him.
Yeah, I think that the thought here is to just run the football and take it out of his hands. Maybe you can control the game by just running the football, have the defense just stop people. I thought the defense was good enough, but if he played well to get them to a Super Bowl. They were close, but he just stunk the joint up. He gets Tank's Dale back. No telling how Tank Dale looks.
Yeah,
That's one of his favorite receivers, one of his best friends. So maybe that does help him. But man, I'm not a huge CJ Stroud fan. Not at all.
The thing is, I understand they traded for a running back, but they have cycled through running backs as well. So it's just like, how much do we really like move the needle here? Because I feel like we've seen people who are close enough in talent in this offense. Maybe he's a little younger than like Joe Mixon and some other guys.
Yeah.
But
fair point.
I don't see them at on another level as far as like getting better. It's cool that they got younger and got another running back in. but they also need to draft a guy too, and probably draft another wide receiver. And I don't know what their tight end situation is looking like, but I'll also get a end too.
They didn't even put that up here, whoever he is.
Team.
Oh man, yeah, I would draft another running back and just hand that bitch off. And I'm throwing screens and running back options and all day long.
I don't think he's as bad as you guys are making. I mean, I know he was terrible in his last outing, but
yeah. But I mean, he did get them to go 12-5. I mean, almost made it out the AFC South.
He's not as bad as you guys are making him out to be, but
man, he's not great. And the problem is when you have a defense that good, you don't want to miss the window and around and waste it, like because you had a quarterback. So
how many
I
picks did he
actually
throw in
Huh?
that playoff game? How many picks did he throw?
it was a meltdown.
In the
It
first
was a
half.
meltdown.
Terrible.
I mean, that was probably one of the worst games
His
he's ever
last
played in
game,
his
right, it
life.
was really bad. Yeah.
It's on his OC too. Like he's having a bad game. Like hand that off, especially if you got a defense like that.
They were down though at the because he threw the
Because they
ton of picks.
scored, so you gotta throw. Damn.
Yeah.
So
So
the one.
yeah, they was either way. So this was interesting. Mike Evans' criteria for his next team: QB he believes in, chance at a Super Bowl, top shelf offensive coordinator, and promise of high value touches. Sounds like Chicago.
I say it sound like us too. But
Cheap. Good too.
Okay. Well, I would say
the OC is in question with y'all.
the OC is in question with Keith. The quarterback he believes in is in question with y'all. We check all those boxes. So if we did trade DJ Moore for Max and sign Mike Evans,
Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop disrespecting Purdy, man.
What
Y'all gotta stop
what's
with it.
considered high volume touches? Do you think?
Right. I feel you.
Like 8 targets a game, I would assume.
I would
Because you
say
in your
10.
30s, you need to chill out a little bit. Like you still may have some talent, but it's just like, oh, do you want 12 targets a game?
I believe he does.
I think 8 is cool.
And you want a new? Nah,
I don't know if he
bro,
gets
it's too many
12.
wide
That's a
receivers
lot.
coming out, bro.
A lot of targets a game.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like what? Like, are we talking 9 or 10?
8 is high, in my opinion, but that would be feasible. 12 is like, dog. No.
And he's going to be 33 this year.
Still
12
nice,
is
though.
a no.
And he's an old 33 because he's been injured a lot. Like
He does get hurt a lot.
You want to get featured and you always injured too? You sure
Would you
you
rather
want
have
that?
him or DJ Moore right now?
DJ Moore.
Oh no, I was just talking shit. But yeah.
DJ Moore. He stays healthy.
He does get through the season, but I think that Mike has a higher ceiling.
For sure.
He would provide a security blanket for Caleb. Whew, tough.
Like, guys usually don't get healthier as they get older. Now he's gone. They got some young fellas. He's gone.
Yeah. What's the kid out of Ohio State?
I can't remember his name. He nice though.
He is the real deal. They're like, yo, Mike, it's been
Bye.
real, but we got your replacement, dog. Yeah, I think it's a possibility though. I think because we're kind of like Emeka Ibuka is the
Wide up.
Ohio State. Wow, he nice.
It was like a Nigerian name or something. I gotta remember it.
I think because we're like, the sexy pick, he's gonna want to come with us, come play for the Bears, play with Ben Johnson, play with Caleb
I can see
Williams.
that.
And I think that him and his, Mike Evans and Caleb Williams could have a special connection. Because he's so big, he gives, kind of like that third down. Look at this smiling. Look at this. Oh God.
As soon as you said special connection, I started thinking of males and shit.
Because he's so big.
No, I know he's laughing when he said he's so big. I knew that was the part he was laughing at.
This thing hard.
Oh, okay. Okay.
They
I'm
got a
done.
special connection. He's so big.
Oh man.
All right, I will stop talking. But yes, I think we're in that criteria. We fit that criteria for possibly Mike Evans' next team.
What would you pay him though? Like, I wouldn't
I
want to
don't-
pay him more than 15 mil. I'm cool on anything above 14, 15.
That's a
He
lot
probably gonna be
too.
looking for that.
He might want
Looking for
20.
probably 20. Yeah. I'm cool on 20 for him. All
He
the way
ain't getting
cool.
20.
There's too many wideouts out here to be
Right.
like overpaying for a old like injury prone motherfucker. I respect your game though, Mike, but you know,
Mhm.
you're a
Yeah.
Hall of Famer.
Definitely a Hall of Famer for sure.
Where do y'all think he goes?
Good question.
I could see him going to the Bills
Maybe the Bills.
because the last part is like the promise of high volume touches. They don't have nobody there.
Yeah,
He
that's
will
true.
get a
You
lot
can
of
get all
touches.
you can get all the targets you want there.
Good quarterback.
I think he might be onto something there.
It could be. And I don't know if they got any cap space, but they need to pay a wide receiver. Like, we ain't gonna pay
Cut
anybody gonna
somebody
pay
and figure it out.
man. So good call there. It could be them.
That would be my bet.
Him
Yeah.
and Josh Allen have a special connection.
Not quite like him and Caleb. Oh man.
Chiefs?
Is the enemy a
I don't
top?
think they would pay him. I mean, it's pretty much Andy Reid's show, so don't know if they would give him the high volume of yeah.
I don't know if they pay him. They don't like paying people like it.
And then they don't know if they'd pay him either. So I don't know about that one. The Buffalo Bills make more sense. They're more desperate for a receiver.
You Mike Evans, you want to go play in Buffalo in the cold?
It's on turf, so he, he looked great.
The injuries on turf.
Yeah, but I think, in terms of production, I think it goes up. Have y'all seen Jeremiah Love, the running back?
I haven't got a chance to watch him yet. He's getting a lot of hype though.
Boy, he's mocked at like top 10. That boy is going top 5. He is legitimate. The combine up. You could be, it's special when you can the combine up and you got production. Then you got now you're talking about, guys that can the league up. And he got that. So, man, he's one of those next guys. He's up next. So
he's as good as that Boise State kid last year.
I think he's better.
Okay.
Than Ashton Genty for sure. I think we're talking that Saquon level of coming
Prospect,
out.
yeah.
Yep, for sure.
I have to check him out there.
Yeah, definitely do. Freak of nature and fast as too. So I did this in Chat GPT, and this KG looked like Thon Baker, but and Dirk looked like Corey Kispert a little bit, but
Tim look weird too. They all look weird.
They all look weird. It's
Giannis
hilarious.
is the closest looking guy
to what he actually looked like. Yeah, Giannis.
Yeah. So all in their prime. One gotta go.
Tough one.
I think Tim and Dirk are safe.
Really?
Dirk's on the chopping block for me.
Mm.
But it's between him and KG.
I would go there.
Thinking on this one.
KG has to go. I
I'm
know.
with Bray.
It's
I'm with Bray,
hard. I
KG.
mean, look at the people you give me. It's tough. But if I was, from what I've seen from like the body of work, I think it has to be KG.
I can't
all
cut
in their
ticket.
prime though. All in their prime.
Yeah, all in their prime.
It is Dirk Nowitzki.
I agree. I'm gonna go with Dirk. All champions, which is good. So that you can't really you got to take
Right.
that ring out.
No, but I disagree on that front because
Why?
the other three all proved that they can win a championship as the best player on the team. KG was the number 2 when
To
he won
who?
his championship. Paul
To
Pierce.
who?
Paul Pierce.
Get the out of here. Y'all are tripping.
Really?
Y'all think that Paul was the best player on that team?
It was Paul's team.
It was like a 1A, like
Yeah.
2A type thing. Like any given night, either of them could be Batman, but I feel like you had more Batman nights with Pierce.
Also, you can't come in to that team that Paul Pierce is already a part of and be the guy. Because KG came into that, I think it was a trade. Like I don't
They
know.
traded for him.
Yeah, I just don't think you were. It's a tough call though, but that's the reason why I said what I said. I just don't think you can get traded in when Paul Pierce is already the star of the squad. I don't know.
Paul Pierce was the number 1 option on the team.
But I digress. I'm not gonna fight y'all with that. I clearly thought it was KG's team. I guess I'm mistaken.
And that was a super team anyway. So
Sure.
Dirk and Greek's championships, they were the lone superstars on those teams.
Sure. Dirk still has to go, in my opinion. I don't care.
Y'all are tripping. Did y'all forget what he did in that playoff run?
Ticket.
didn't.
Ticket ain't going nowhere. Sorry.
That was the most incredible playoff run I've seen from a player in my life.
Ticket's not going nowhere. And we had this conversation about Tim Duncan and Kevin Garnett. I don't want to rehash that. And apparently Tim Duncan's just safe. So
Dog, he's the best power forward ever.
okay. Yes. Cool. But yeah, if it's the rest of them, I gotta go with Durka. Durka.
So y'all cutting
So,
Dirk. I gotta cut KG. But he was incredible. No slight.
Can't cut Ticket. That's wild. So
Yeah.
All in their prime was you're talking about the NBA Finals. Was Dirk in his prime then?
That was the best form of Dirk Nowitzki we've ever seen. The one where he went to the finals and beat LeBron James and Dwayne Wade. Where he one leg fadeawayed them to death in the finals. Yes.
All day long.
Yes.
Mid-range.
That's
Dirk was
something.
the real. But so was Ticket.
Yeah,
He was. I mean, it's a tough list. Like there's nothing easy about the list, but we have to choose one. So this is. But I mean, I get where you're coming from with Dirk. I feel you. I just everybody has their own thoughts on it. That's it.
Okay. You ready for the next one?
This guy wants to cut Tim, but he won't say it.
I do. I do so bad.
Wow. He got the guts to say he want to cut Tim.
I don't have the guts. Y'all ain't got y'all ain't got the guts.
He's not the explosive, I'm gonna go drop 50 or 40 type player. I mean,
just 20-10-2 every night. The best player on 5 championships. 4 he was the best player. That one for Kawhi. Kawhi was the best one. I thought.
Yeah.
So 4 out of 5, he was the best player.
Okay. All in their prime, one gotta go. We got Lamar Jackson, Michael Vick, Cam Newton, and McNair.
Listen,
rest in peace.
That's tough.
Easy.
Man, I know who you're gonna say. Why you think? I know
who he's gonna say, but I don't think he really remembers McNair.
He don't remember this dude.
He does not. He don't, because it's not
Is
that
it
easy.
him or Vick?
Whoa. It can't be Michael Vick.
It's not Vick.
I didn't have him on the
Michael Vick experience is safe.
Yeah. Cam Newton in 2015, though, I'll go back to that. Is probably one of the best football players I've ever seen in my life, though.
That run was incredible. He had, yeah.
Yeah, but it wasn't a
Vick
long
was in
run.
jail in his prime.
This guy.
What are we talking about?
He's low-key right, but
I know. I'm laughing.
About?
He's low-key right.
I was just trying to be nice, Damn.
So you should be in the orange jumpsuit.
Crazy. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
When the gotta go artwork. Hell no.
This is tough though. Is Cam better than Lamar?
I was
That's
just
a
going to
great
ask
question.
that. I was just going to
That's
ask
a great question. That is a great question.
In terms of what?
Just quarterbacking.
Like,
I don't think so. Dominoes.
right. I'd ask because, like, as far as a passer, it's nowhere near. It's not even close.
It's close. What the are you talking about?
I think passing wise is closer than the athleticism
Wheels?
wise. Well, I don't know.
They both were.
No. They're both crazy athletic. Lamar has a shiftiness to him that Cam didn't really
He's
have.
more elusive. Yeah.
Yeah,
But Cam would run you over.
he would.
Now that's the
He's
difference
bigger.
here. You know, so
He's like a goal line back that was like unstoppable. He would just jump over the pile.
Cam was the real
And then like
man.
extend his arm, touchdown, like every time.
And Lamar would just shake you out of your shoes and just run right past you.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I love Steve McNair. He has to be the one that gotta go. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. I don't think y'all remember Steve McNair.
Don't Steve Eric. No, Steve was nice.
No,
He
Steve was nice.
He is nice.
He was like a half a foot away from beating the greatest show on turf.
Yeah. Yeah.
He could run too. He could spin it.
He might be the best pure.
He's the best passer of that bunch.
Well, Lamar's in that conversation too.
He's
Lamar
improved. He's improved.
He's a incredible passer. He has become like an elite pocket passer. I would say he's on the same. I think Steve is the best here, but Lamar is like a close second, like a very close second for sure. But you can't get rid of Michael Vick experience. I don't give a fuck if he was knocked up or not. But 7 is staying.
If his prime was, if he was in the clank for his prime,
It was Akon.
Damn.
That even speaks more to his greatness, though.
Right.
So he wasn't in his prime and he was doing this.
He had this impact that he had without.
Dog, the clip with him running so fast that the two guys ran into each other trying to tackle him. I ain't never seen no shit like that. I seen that one time and never again in the rest of my life watching football. Oh, he's safe to me. If he was on a better team in a better situation, boy. And then of course, the off the field stuff. If it weren't for that either.
I think it's between Cam and Steve McNair because Cam's peak was short.
Yeah, it was like 3 years.
They both lost in the Super Bowl. I'm actually going to get rid of Cam instead. I'm going to get rid of Cam and keep the other 3.
No Super Bowl wins on this list.
Not a one to speak of.
2 have been there. Steve McNair went against a historically great team and almost won, and Cam Newton got boat raced. Lamar's never been there. Neither has Michael Vick. Phew. It's between Cam. Between Cam and Lamar for me. I got to get rid of Cam. Lamar's his prime has been longer, and I think he's a better passer than Cam Newton.
Brad, Keith, final decision.
For me, it's between Steve and Cam. I'm gonna let go of Steve, and I'm gonna keep Cam, Vick, and Lamar.
I'm gonna stick with my original pick. I'm gonna stick with my original pick and just get Steve McNair.
That's true. I believe Steve won MVP. I think he's the only MVP on this list.
Yeah, y'all.
What?
I mean, we were younger when he was playing, so I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
Lamar had 2 MVPs.
Oh, my bad. I keep forgetting about just because Lamar's career is
Didn't
like
Cam
still
win one?
going.
Cam Newton has one too, I think.
Cam has one too. I think Mike might have one too. Sorry,
I don't
take
think
that
he
out.
got one. I don't think Mike got one.
He doesn't.
I don't believe so. Because they never were like a super competitive team in Atlanta. I mean, he
Yeah.
carried them to the playoffs that like once or twice, but he never won MVP. He might have won comeback player of the year once he got out of prison. I'm just saying.
Word. Okay. Let's talk about Charlotte. The Hornets. Think they have a big three foreman. And I think LaMelo is kind of going to be that third wheel, which helps them out a lot, right? That is a very good third wheel to have. I
Is he
think,
facilitating?
yeah, he's doing.
Okay.
He's played most of the season. He's facilitating. He's actually hooping every night. And when you have guys like Nipple and Brandon Miller who seem to be hyper competitive, that's gonna make you hyper competitive. Well, or get the out of our way. But I like Nips. I like him a lot. But I think Brandon Miller is the best player here. Have y'all got a chance to watch these guys?
Seen him a couple times this year. Not a whole lot. I ain't gonna lie and say I just be watching Charlotte games.
No,
like
you're
that.
definitely right. I mean, the best player right now is Brandon Miller. LaMelo's has some hot streaks. He can be the best player on any given night, but overall this season, Brandon Miller definitely has had the best season on the team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, they've had so many top picks that they were bound to get it right at some point.
Right.
Once Mike got up out of there, they started they got some good players.
Yeah, so I think LaMelo, he kind of decided to, hey, I'm gonna start hooping because I'm getting paid $40 million a year. So I'm gonna be here, so I might as well. He's gonna get paid here pretty soon,
Yeah, he
Brandon
is.
Miller.
Yeah, he about to get a bag. Yeah.
And this white boy, hey man, Nips.
Yeah, you got him on a bargain for the next few.
He's
He
hoping.
tough, man.
He's hoping.
They looking decent cap wise though. In a few years, they'd be able to retool.
Yeah, I think in 2 years they might be able to run up on some people in terms of being able to like actually contend. Not this next year, but the year after that.
Right.
Yeah.
I thought Mike Conley got bought out after he got traded. Did he go? I thought he was going to go back to the T-Wolves.
He might have, but I think he's,
I thought so
still in the
too.
books, maybe,
Oh, being bought out. That makes sense.
You know how that go. Like,
Yeah.
they still might be on the books.
That makes sense.
I've seen LaMelo play more. If he's, I don't know if he'll be not necessarily the third because he shoots it a lot.
He'll probably be the second option. I don't know why he was the third. You got Brandon Miller, then the ball, then you got Bridges has been playing well.
Yeah, I like Bridges as a role player.
Wait, who's the second option?
I'm saying I think it'll be LaMelo because he's gonna have at least the second amount of shot attempts on the team.
No, it's Nips.
Really?
Yes. I think Brandon Miller is clearly the best player here.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're on board with that.
But I think Nipple does a little bit more in terms of being able to Nips. Nipples. Nipples.
Tried.
I think he's just a better scorer, so I think he'll be the number 2 option. He's his rookie year. He's almost 50, 40, 90 this year.
No, he could play. Yeah, no.
Yeah, so
I'm just saying. I think Lamar is gonna shoot more, have way more shot attempts than
the
him.
ball is going to be in LaMelo's hand a lot more. Is Knipple having an outstanding year? He is. I mean, because no one really saw him doing what he's doing. But I guess we'll see in time, but I think it's going to be interesting. I mean, over the next 2 to 3 years to kind of see how this team all plays out.
Sure. All right. Yeah, interested to see. I think they're going to make the playoffs. So that's going to be fun to see kind of who they match up with in the play-in,
Mm-hmm.
and if they could round and get out of that. Oh, so they probably had them. They could
Wouldn't
beat
it
them.
be 7-10?
Was it 17? I don't
I
know
mean,
how this works still.
they should be seeded like 7-10, 8-9.
8-9.
No.
I think it is. No.
I thought the play-in would be 9 and 10.
No, what happens is that 7 plays
7 gets a
8.
bye. 7 gets a bye, right?
No. 7 plays 8. 9 plays 10. And then whoever loses out of 7-8 plays the winner of 9-10.
That's right.
And
Yep.
that's the
you're right.
person who gets the 8 seed. Yeah. So
You're right.
Yeah. So that's how that goes. So they could beat Atlanta. They could beat any of these
should.
teams.
They
Honestly.
should. The Heat I don't get it with the Heat. Well, everybody thinks they're like gonna be good.
Yeah.
Whether anybody wants the players that they have in the trade, but
Bulls haven't won they won one in the last game, but they had one in the whole month of February. Music to my ears.
Yeah,
maybe the NBA take care of y'all this year.
they need it.
They might take care
How
of
do
y'all.
y'all lose for a whole month and nobody's barking up y'all's tree for the whole?
Nobody's finding y'all for tanking,
think-
yeah.
Even though they're on Utah.
That's why I was like, how you gonna police this? Like, that's why I'm like,
dog. Yo, we get Darren Peterson. I might cry. I ain't even gonna hold you.
you gonna shed
I might shed one.
the single tear.
I ain't gonna dead ass. So yeah, a little gangster one, man. Who starts for Cleveland next year? Shedeur or Deshaun? We can make that quick.
Deshaun.
I agree.
You got to give him the nod because he makes so much money.
Wow.
And I don't think Shedeur has showed enough yet.
Okay.
For me,
I think I'm gonna
why he hasn't shown enough yet, but it's definitely going to be a competition. And yeah, you give the nod to the guy who's making a stupid amount of bread.
to see.
For sure. I mean, to me, it's the sunk cost fallacy, but teams still fall for that. Like, you're paying them anyway, so what you're paying them shouldn't factor into whether you're going to play them or not. But teams don't think like that. So he would have to get outperformed tremendously by Shedeur to me for him to not be starting. So, like, if it's even close to a tie, it's going to Deshaun.
I think I'm on the other side of this. I think Todd Monken is going to start Shedeur and start him right away. And I think Deshaun will just be the backup.
Expensive backup.
A lot of money.
You look at it as this is the money tied up in the quarterback position as a whole.
Right.
Look at it as a
just
room. Yeah.
Yeah. That's how you got to do it. You
So-
paid this bad contract. Go ahead.
I was going to say, are you saying that Shedeur is going to be the starter because you believe him to be better than Deshaun, or because you think that's the direction that they're going to go in? Just like it's going to be Shedeur's team, we're just moving on from Deshaun. Or you actually think Shedeur is better than it?
Both. I believe he's better, and I believe that that's where the organization wants to go. So I think that they give him the nod, and if he doesn't show up, then they bring Deshaun in. Because a lot of baggage comes with Deshaun. Like,
Yeah, I feel you. The bag. Yeah, I didn't even
it's
think
nasty,
about that.
and he's not that good anymore.
I didn't even think about. Yeah. Now that you mention all of the shenanigans and not to say like the criminal activity that he was a part of.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're right. I think they're going to want to distance themselves from that.
Yeah.
I was just looking at the player, and even though he's not as good as he used to be, I still think he's a superior player than Shedeur. But I didn't take into consideration all of the stuff that comes along with him. They might just be ready for him to go away. So you might be right. I changed my mind. I think it'll be Shedeur. Now that you mentioned,
I disagree for one reason only. If they wanted to distance themselves, they would have released him by now.
Yeah, it possibly, but it could be some dead cap.
It's
If
full
we
of
gonna pay
guarantees.
him,
You got to pay
that's
him.
accelerated.
I hear you. But then it's like, you know, why just cut him? You know,
Can't trade him for nothing.
yeah. So it's like we might as well bring him in. I feel what you're saying, Keith. Though I really do.
If you wanted to distance yourself, how are you going to distance yourself and keep him on the team?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
He's still in the building, influencing your starting quarterback. They're in the same quarterback room together.
sure. I think the way Todd Monken was talking, this guy's going to be a starter for sure. So, we'll see. We'll see how he does. And also for another quarterback, black quarterback, Anthony Richardson has been able to seek a trade in the league. First of all, does anybody trade for him? And second of all, is he a starter? I'll go first. He is a starter in this league. I think he is uber talented, and I think he needs the right situation. And Indiana was not it. So I think somebody takes a flyer on him and gets paid handsomely for that. That's my assessment of the situation.
What do you think his value is on the trade block?
5.
I think so, probably around there too. 5 or 6, probably around there.
I think we've seen this situation a lot with quarterbacks that are drafted high. They kind of like push into the spotlight a little too early, and unfortunately, a lot of these quarterbacks don't have the chance to develop. And even though they're uber talented coming out of college, it's sort of like baseball to a certain extent that some quarterbacks need time.
Mhm.
We've also seen like case studies of where like these top picks have gone to different situations and had the time to get reps in and time to learn, and then they become a capable starter. We have Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield, even Jared Goff got a second chance. It's kind of different, but we really didn't get released. I really think the question is Anthony Richardson going to get the same opportunity as these quarterbacks? And they all have one thing in common. They're all white. And I guess the outlier of the way to like
Geno Smith is one. I think it's one of the things
Justin Fields got another. I mean, they didn't. Well, Geno did materialize into played well there in Seattle. Justin Fields got several chances and is never.
Yeah, and I was about to give examples because Malik Willis is another example.
Yeah, for sure.
Another guy.
The difference is with Geno really didn't come and like really become himself or become good until his 30s. Like he hung around for a while. Justin Fields isn't good.
He's not.
I don't know why he keeps getting chances. There's some people you should give up on. Yeah.
It's time to move on.
Sucks.
I tend to think Anthony Richardson is of that Justin Fields ilk.
Interesting. Way better passer.
Man, I don't know. I was high on him coming out of Florida. But boy, he has been really bad as an NFL starter.
I think when he checked himself out of the game, it's a really bad look.
Like, he need a fresh start.
Come to the Ravens, bro.
I can see the Ravens trade for him as a backup. That move makes sense. I don't think the league views him as a starter. I think they view him as a backup that maybe could rebuild himself up into a starter. But him as a passer, he is horrific. He's bad. He's really bad.
He makes bad reads. He can throw the ball. He just makes bad
interceptions.
he has a strong arm, but he makes poor decisions and he's inaccurate. He will airmail wide open people. He can run though. Like I don't think he's a starter in the NFL. And I don't think most execs look at him in that way. So like Baltimore makes sense to me as a backup quarterback to Lamar. Miami, possibly. I gotta look and see who's their OC. I know he's the guy's from the LaFleur tree, so he's probably gonna get somebody from that same system. He's not a great fit in that system that LaFleur runs on offense. So I would say probably not there.
Sure, I can see him going to y'all. Y'all trying to make him y'all's Trey Lance as a redemption story.
Man, if this went to Kyle,
I don't see Kyle wanting to rock with this guy.
Y'all rock with Trey Lance.
Man.
I can't see Kyle giving up a draft pick to go get this guy. Like if he was a free agent,
maybe, for sure.
As a free agent, I would say maybe. Giving up a 5th or a 6th round pick, I don't see Kyle doing that. I'm trying to think of where spots. The Jets?
Maybe the Jets.
They're a dumpster fire, so possibly there.
Chargers. I can see Jim.
I can see him Jim going for him.
Yeah,
as a backup. I think the market for him is either an awful organization that doesn't know what they're doing, the Jets, or a backup to an established quarterback somewhere. That's where I see him possibly. Those are the kind of landing spots I see for him.
Like the Dallas Cowboys, I can see that.
I can see
they got
that
Joe.
too.
They got Joe. Whatchamacallit?
They got the young kid, yeah. So not them.
Maybe not. But I feel you though. In that ilk of backup. I do think he's a starter though. I'm gonna rewatch his film this summer, and then depending on where he ends up, and see, because some of that shit was fixable in my mind.
Possibly.
Uber talented though, so we'll see.
It says a lot when Daniel Jones can circle the block and be a starter for the same squad.
And Daniel Jones kind of is ass, but
he's not that good, and he's better than that kid.
Well, he played well. Let's see if it continues going forward. I don't know.
That's another guy for your reclamation project quarterback list. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of his either. But
me either. I don't think he's that good. But he did have a good season. So, but now he's coming back hurt. Coming back off injury. So we'll see. This is my favorite one, I think.
This one is tough.
I love this one. All in their prime. One gotta go. Ray Lewis, Brian Urlacher, Patrick Willis, Luke Kuechly. Let's go.
This is tough.
I know who I'm picking.
I know who y'all gonna pick. And you're mistaken.
I'm picking. Go ahead, Keith.
I was gonna go with Urlacher.
Oh,
I know.
Because
I
think he's the slowest of all these people. Playing him in today's NFL, I think I'm not going to sit here and say he can't play in today's NFL, but I think adjusting his game to this NFL, will be the hardest for him out of all these quarterbacks or linebackers. I'm sure.
It's between him and Kuechly to me.
Luke, yeah.
Hey, to me,
they're in the same mold of like play style. Luke was a dog in the pass game, and so was Brian.
They were amazing. Brian used to intercept the ball like once a game. Like 5'4".
Yeah,
in his prime.
I remember him
back in that cover 2 and getting all the interception. That does not look like Ray Lewis whatsoever. That looks like
it does not. They should have put a helmet on him.
The running back. He used to play for the Vikings.
Look, yeah, it does a little bit.
I think Ray is safe unanimously.
Yeah.
I think Ray and Patrick Willis is safe.
No, Pat's got to go to me.
I knew you were going to say Pat. I knew you were, but Pat was better going downhill. He was faster sideline to sideline.
tackling machine, not as good in coverage as the rest of these guys.
Not as good in coverage as the best in coverage is between Luke and Brian.
Right.
Yeah, I would say Luke actually. Luke was a monster in coverage, but great downhill too. Luke doesn't
Luke is
get
really
his.
good. Yeah,
Luke is the real deal. But so is 5-4, and so is Ray. So Pat, I'm sorry. I think he's a downhill linebacker. He's an old school linebacker, and I would rather have these other guys than him because of his lack of coverage skills. And so that's why Pat gotta go.
He wasn't bad in coverage, but he wasn't as good as those two that I'm considering cutting. He's gonna force fumbles. He's gonna get in the backfield. He can blitz. All of these guys are relatively healthy. They all pretty much, stay. That's not really a consideration. It's between Brian and Kuechly. Man, I am going to cut Kuechly. Cut Kuechly.
Bray?
I was with Keith. Urlacher, I believe, has to go. It's not easy, like y'all said, but you got to pick one. And I agree with Keith. Out of that group, he's the slowest.
He is.
I can't cut 5-4.
I
just can't do it. That is my guy. Even though he said some questionable stuff after he retired.
Oh, what? He's a Trumper or something?
Something like that. And he has.
He kind of looked like it. Yeah.
He got a hair transplant. All his hair transplant stuff is all over Chicago. It's hilarious.
With the turkey. Gotcha.
Wow.
Yeah. So, yeah. So Keith, who you cutting? 5-4?
Yeah, I was gonna go Urlacher.
Damn.
I almost went Urlacher, but I remember him in his prime.
Kuechly, he's the second best on this list.
I think Luke was nice, man. Luke was a dog, bro.
Luke was crazy nice as well. Like all of these guys are like Hall of Fame guys, so we're like splitting hairs.
All these guys have gold jackets, I believe, or Luke is gonna get one. But
if he ain't got one, he gonna get one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just like the downhill play of Willis more than the pass game. What those guys give you in the pass game. So that's why he was safe. Ray Lewis is the best linebacker I've ever seen play, and it became the play style of Urlacher and Kuechly are kind of similar, but I feel like Urlacher was just all over the place in terms of interceptions. He got his hand on the ball a lot.
Brian turned the ball over a ton,
and that's why he's safe over Kuechly.
But Luke, man,
he did too though, but not at this level.
We've had this conversation about how linebackers are a lost art. They're just not as good anymore. I don't know why. Well, Fred Warner's probably the best linebacker in the league, but there are not a lot of guys like that around here anymore, and that's a detriment, I think. But the game has changed, so that's kind of why.
Yeah, there's more coverage linebackers now than those downhill guys.
Is Ray just as dominant today as he was
in
back
this
then?
league? I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I think he's still good downhill and making plays, like being sideline to sideline, but I think he'll struggle in the pass game.
For sure. You would pick on him a little bit, probably.
Yeah, it was just like kind of like what teams do with Roquan right now. I'm not comparing the two, but
no, he's schematically what they would do to him. Yeah,
yeah. But I think the white boys could hoop in this league. Brian's a little slow. Brian got slower as he got older, but prime Brian could hoop in this league, though.
You're not going to keep playing cover two, and then hope Brian can hold up.
Yeah,
I think Brian could play.
Yeah, I played cover two.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Willis was 4'3", so he could play in this era. In his prime, he was a 4'3" guy.
Basically,
he retired a while ago.
Yeah, he did. But I think he could, if you dropped him in. I think he would be probably the best linebacker in the league. I think all these guys. Well, yeah, I think they will all be the best linebacker in the league. But Luke would have the best chance in today's NFL for sure. So Yeah.
He's the closest to this era in terms of when he played.
Yeah. So, all right, guys, that's all I have for today. I don't know. I think we covered a lot, today. So I would call it fun pod. I don't know how we got from UK to LeBron and the other one. That was wild.
That'd be interesting. How people feel about that one.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm ranking next year's quarterbacks.
Yes. Yes.
If you guys want a 2027 quarterback evaluation,
I'm the
guy did his
guy.
homework early.
We got it. For sure. Now, Chambliss is nice, though. He should have came out because he probably would have been battling for that number one spot. But yeah,
I agree with you on your evals, just a different class. But I agree with you on
just next year.
I was like, I'm gonna kill him with this. Like, he's a cool.
All right, shout out to y'all. Shout out to the listeners. Shout out to the people engaging online, angry. Shout out to Mike, producer Mike, working hard.
For sure.
My boy, he's like, yo, he taking my money and going on holiday or something. I don't know what he doing. He said he got to get the clips done early because he going on vacation. I'm like, all right, man. Hey, listen, do your thing, big dog. Just get your work done, man. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Mike, man. Been great to work with you, dog, for sure. So you keep doing your thing for sure. And shout out to these coming on the pod every week. Appreciate you boys, man. And we're gonna keep this going. All right.
Shout out to those haters.
Shout out to the haters. Yeah. Podcast equipment. What's up?
Amazon podcast.
Amazon.
Good looking, Jeff Bezos.
We paid for the
right.
He ain't sent it to us.
Right.
He did, actually.
Well, yeah, he
That
did.
guy.
Yeah, he did. Wow. All right. Thanks to y'all. Peace.